Sorry, I'm having trouble here with my monitor. Hold on a second. Let's see if this works. Testing, testing. Should be okay now. Alright. I need to make my ID enough so that it's not... Alright. We're gonna start fresh. We're gonna start... I've got all this junk in here. We're gonna do a brand new one. And we'll just make some particles. Let me make sure this is on. Alright, let me just test this out. So this should switch over. Okay, perfect. Perfecto. Okay, so here is a scene that doesn't really matter. We're gonna start fresh. We have a Blender file that exports this out. But since we're gonna start fresh, we'll just let me think here, because there's a lot of code and stuff involved already with putting in the resizing of the camera, assigning the camera, the effect, what is it called? Effect composer. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff in here. There's dev. Yeah, this is all inside of here. Yeah, we were trying to do getting something up with Rapier. I don't know how to pronounce it. That was a physics engine. I never quite finished that up, but I think maybe we can create a new one. I base everything off of this 3 renderer, which I actually called it app, 3 app, which kind of has all this stuff in here. But there's something in here that I didn't really like doing, and I added it in. And actually, if anybody has any tips for this, or how, like, I don't know, what's the best way to approach this? So I wanted to have views like reactivity system working in this by using scopes, right? Like an effect scope, and then I would run the effect scope, and then all the stuff that I put in there, if I restart that effect scope, you know, it would clear everything. It would get rid of everything, right? Do all the cleanup of everything we need to do. So when I was creating this, you know, you create like a constructor for a class. Sorry, that's really loud. Hold on a second. Let me make that a little low. There we go. At least for me. Hold on a second. Okay, there, that's better. Yeah, so I was trying to, like, in the constructor of a class, right? If it extends something, you know, you have to call the super. But once you do that, then you can refer to things as like inside of this. And I don't know why I set this up this way, but it's like now it's like every time I want to use this, I have this setup function that's optional, but inside the setup function is where I would run my effect scope, right? Because in there's like a parent effect scope, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I did it this way. I should have just like not made it a class, but made it like a thing that just uses everything, you know? Because all this really is, you know, you have the camera, the renderer, the scene. I put in the effect composer stuff. I don't know. I think it was just a lot. I mean, all the stuff that it like has in here, it works well with this running of the scope stuff. Let me see here. Hold on a second. Run scope. I think what I did in here is I added this optional, like in the constructor, you could pass an optional setup function, and that setup function would run inside the effect scope so that I can include stuff like watch and things like that. And then that way it's always under a scope. Like it always has an instance of a scope. That's why I did this. But it always runs this. It always does this run scope. So in the constructor, right, it creates this stuff automatically by doing run scope. It passes an optional setup function in there, right? And I think there's like a state. Hold on a second. The state? No. I thought there was like a... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. There was a state that I think I returned. Like it... Wait, hold on. Values equals... Oh, here, setup state. Setup state. So this could be like an undefined... So it would be setup state, right? Setup state? Yeah, okay. So setup state is the state that whatever you pass in there in the setup function, like that's what it would return on, like optionally. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really think this through. I could reuse the same thing, which I think is helpful because it has all the default stuff in there. There's this shared ticker. So this ticker thing that I have. So three.js has this this clock. You can create a new clock, and you can measure the amount of milliseconds that have passed through every single frame, get frames per second, all of that fun stuff. But then there's a library called Pixie.js, and Pixie.js has this ticker class, and it's really nice. Like it's really nicely done, and it accounts for a bunch of stuff that, like outside of the box, you'd have to kind of recreate it. But like I'm just kind of using that for now. And then inside here we run the here I think it's in start init scene, run scope, constructor, this, that, play. God, so I hate doing this where I have to follow everything. Oh yeah, see here, like this, I have watch effects where every time the width of the height changes, it automatically updates the size of the camera and all that stuff. So this stuff is helpful. Here we go, the use shared ticker callback. So three.js has this like what is it, render loop, I think it's called. Yeah, this render loop here. So inside the render loop, I'm updating the ticker, and I'm doing that because this is like kind of the source of truth for any of the looping stuff, right? But the ticker kind of is what runs everything. It's what renders the scene. All this does is every time we run this, we just have the ticker update. That's it. That's all we use that for. But we do it this way because doing the render loop for a WebGL renderer, right? You need to use that if you're going to do something like VR later on. Like you have to do that. At least use that so it's easier to just switch it back and forth. And either way, if I were to do this in VR, I'm just updating the ticker, and that's pretty much it. And then we just have a shared ticker function that we call use shared ticker callback, and this, if you put any watches or anything in there, then that would have a scope as well. Yeah, I just made this like way too complicated, but at least it can make me like start with something like this, right? So let me hold on a second. I'll make this like its own. There we go. All right. So let's start a new one. I don't know what I updated, but whatever. Okay. All right. So we want to make a 3 app. We're gonna make a new route. We'll call it. We don't need that about. We'll just duplicate this. We'll call it hearts. By the way, I'm using Vue for some of this stuff here. The bulk of the code that we're writing is just going to be like in as a class. Like we're just going to extend the class. It's going to be actually wait. Views 3D. We'll call it hearts. 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 View. I'm gonna copy what I have over here. Huh. That's interesting. I forgot I had that. Okay, what am I doing here? Container, app ref, shallow ref, controls ref, shallow, unmounted. Oh, I see. Oh, well, that's pretty easy actually. I'm just gonna copy this guy. I'll just copy this dude. And yeah, we're gonna say arts app. Arts app dot ts export font. Extends free app. Oh, you're not gonna find it for me? No? Are you serious? Wait, is it because it's not... it's called 3app. Where are you? 3app. Expert class 3app. Hold on. Let me see if this works. Uh-oh. Format error, what? Oh, wait, hold on. This is gonna yell at me, obviously. Hearts app. Oh, now it finds it. Whoa, I don't need all that shit, Jesus. Okay. Just do a super. Super of... Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Okay, we'll do that. Hearts app. Wait, actually, hold on a second. If we go to Hearts View, we'll do Hearts app should be in there now. Wait, if I did this, we'll do shift. This is Hearts View. Call it Hearts app. New Hearts app. Expected 2 arguments. We got 1. Oh, I know why, because it's telling me that I need to make this. Yeah. I'll just... Actually, wait. Hold on. Let me go back. Ah, no, 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 no. What the fuck? Oh wait, yeah, I do need to put it over there. Or undefined. Wait, I think that needs to be just a... Ah, man. Alright, it needs to be just one. There. Okay. Now if I go over here, it's still yelling at me. Expects 2 arguments. How is this? Oh my god. Why is this saying that it's still a problem? Okay, fine. Here. Oh yeah, that's right. And I had that load app.ref.value equals app. That's fine. We'll keep that. Let's make this mark raw app. I just want to do that just to make sure it doesn't get modified outside of it. Okay. And then that's fine. Return app ref. Let's change this. Wait, can I do it like this? Let's do it down there too. Oh, sweet. Okay. So do that. And we can get rid of that. We're not doing any of that. Okay. So this is yelling at me. Oh, I know why. Because it needs to be hearts. Slash hearts view. Slash hearts. Alright, so. Uh-oh. Wait. No match found for locate. Oh, wait. Did I duplicate it? Why is that? Oh, wait. Hearts. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we have this view. And then if we go slash hearts, right? Hearts. Then we'll get an empty one, but it's there. There's our canvas. Make that a little bigger. Okay. There's our canvas. So we literally have nothing. Like we can add it. Actually, here, app. There it is. Hearts app. App.scene. Okay. App.use composer. That's cool. Okay. So if I did app.scene.add new dev.3.mesh new dev.3.geometry, some kind of geometry. Sphere geometry, that's always a good one. Okay. And then it just needs, okay. Cool, it worked. Alright, so we could do that, and then we can say app.scene.children 1. We'll say m equals that. We could say m.material.wireframe equals true. And here we've got the circle. We can even do like m.onBefore render equals m.rotate x 0.01 001. Okay, so we have like our typical wait, do I have use? Dev.use BVH raycasting, use pane, use raycast, use view info. Hmm. I don't have the controller inside of dev. Oh, so by the way, I'm new to Vite or Vite, however you want to pronounce it. So it's, you know, fast and everything. It's really cool. Then they do have like the hot module reloading, and I never looked into it. I never really wanted to figure out how to do it because, you know, we got like Vue, for example, or even React, I'm sure. Like all of this like modular system setup stuff has hot module reloading, which makes things super easy to mess with. And I didn't know how Vite used it or did it. And so I read up on it and I applied it to this thing. So like when I write my code, a lot of times I like to have this big like dev module that I can access anything from in it, right? So like, and I do this all the time. Like when I'm in here, if I did like dev, let me make sure that you guys can see this. Can you see this? Yeah. So like if I did dev, I get all of these things that I can mess around with, right? And inside here, I can add all of these, like, you know, like anything really, add-ons, all of this. These are all the add-ons for three.js. So I can, like, for example, here, check this out. This is pretty cool. So if I went ahead and did, we're using this this effect composer. An effect composer allows you to do post-processing stuff. So I can create a pass that will change the way that it looks, right? And I don't know, there's a bunch of them. If you did dev.addons, I mean, this would only work for my setup, right? If I did that and then I did pass, I can see all of the different post-processing stuff that you can get out of the box with three.js, right? So like Unreal Bloom pass, SSAO pass, I mean, all of these things. So like we can add one, like, I don't know. Let's see. What's a simple one? Halftone pass. Here, we'll do the Unreal Bloom pass. That one's easy enough. Right, so if I say Bloom pass equals new, like that, right? Okay, I'm guessing the resolution is going to be a vector 2, and the strength and the radius and the threshold. So let's do this. We'll say res equals new. Oh, wait. We'll do app.renderer dot get size, and then we'll pass in a new vec2 here. Okay, res. All right, that gives us our x and y, or width and height. So I should be able to pass that in as the res. I believe that's a vector too. Strength, we'll do 0.5. Radius, we'll do like, I don't know, 1. Threshold, we'll do 0.1 or something. Actually, wait, let's make a new one. Let's see how, if we can get away with just doing that. Wait, can we get rid of this too? Alright, cool. We'll just pass in the resolution. I know I made a bunch of passes there. But let's do this. We'll say app.composer dot add pass, and we'll call it the Bloom pass. Bloom pass. Okay, now if I add that, voila, magic, right? You can even add like a controller. Controller equals new dev.addons.orbit controls. We want to pass in the camera, right? So we're going to pass in app.camera. The DOM element is going to be app.renderer.DOM element. There, okay. So now I should be able to just, now I have control over rotating around. I could zoom in. So it's like, it's pretty cool, right? Like you can add these effects. I can toggle it on. I can say app.useComposer equals false, or I could just do app.useComposer. Right, and now if you look at it now, we're not using the composer at all. We're just using the regular render. There's other stuff I added to this too, like if it's not being hold on a second. How would I test this out? Basically, like if the there's this use view thing that I made where it's like it basically tracks the width and height of the screen, the resolution, the mouse position. It has a computed property that converts the mouse position into like the GL chords, whereas like this is like 0, 1, 1, 1, right? Or wait, is this -1 or? I think it's -1, 1, and then this one is 1, 1, right? Because -1 here, 1 here for X, 1 and -1 for Y. But I have that in there. So like I use this thing to add watchers and stuff for when this thing resizes or any of that, right? And then that way it's like you run the scope. If this does a hot module reload, it'll get rid of all the listeners and stuff that we add to it. So it kind of works for hot module reloading. Anyways, we'll put that back in. But yeah, so it's easy to add this stuff. So now that we know that like we have a scene and stuff there, maybe what we can do is make a we'll make an object that we add in, and this object will be an instance. It'll extend an instance mesh, but it'll be like our particle object, the thing that'll emit particles. All right, so let's do that. We'll go. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you guys. Hi, good night. Not good. Oh, not good. I guess I'm not good. Oh well. All right, so we'll go to here. We'll make all this. Instance mesh. And all missing inputs. I've been starting to use that too. I never use that. If you hit Alt Insert, you get like the source action thing, and this add all missing imports. I've been using that all the time lately. All right, so constructor. I don't think we technically need to have the instance geometry. I'm wondering if maybe we don't even need to call super in here. Yeah, I don't think we do, actually. And we don't even need this for now. We'll just add that, and then we'll say well, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We have that all set up. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm wondering if maybe we put that in here. Or no, we don't need to do that. We need to pass in our own function. Here, let's just pass in the HTML element. element, and we'll pass in oh, that's the okay, cool. All right, so I could probably say let me see. We'll say const heart mesh equals new heart mesh for now, and we'll say expects 3. Hold on. Oh wait, I know why. Why is this yelling at me? This expects 3. Is that gonna stop yelling at me now? Alright, whatever. Now, it's gonna be a number. Equals 1000. Sure. Come on now. Super undefined amount. There. Alright, now it's not yelling at me anymore. And then we'll just add in the geometry and the material later. Right? Well, we guess we could. Hold on, let me think here. Art smash constructor. Let's say set geometry equals new. Actually, wait, hold on. Do I need to add it now or later? Because there's an instance buffer geometry. Do I need to add that? Hold on a second. No, because this is it extends an instance mesh. Okay? Here, we'll just add sphere geometry. I'll insert. Oh yeah. Geometry into that. Okay. All right, cool. So it's working then. All right, so let's make that like really small. Actually, make the radius really small. Even smaller, maybe. With segments, we'll just do like 5. It's that material, that wireframe. I want to make a new material because I know that's a mesh. It's a basic. Uh-oh. Guys, hold on a second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on just a sec. Can you hear me better now? All right, hold on just a second. I got child problems. 1 second. Okay, all right, hold on. I'm gonna fix this. Since you're here, you're gonna help me out because I need to fix some stuff. I need to somehow get this closer to my face. Testing, testing. Hello, hello, hello. Man, I need like one of those mics that you can put down. All right, sounds better now. Wait, hold on a second. Let me see if I can adjust a couple things. I have this filter on here so you can't hear like noise suppression. Here, let me get rid of some of this. Do I sound better now? Hello, testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? No difference, just added slight background fuzz. Ah, shit. Alright, hold on. Man, I need to invest in like a... I mean, it's a nice mic. It's a what? A Yeti? I've got a Yeti, I think. What is this? It says blue on it. It must be good. Hold on, wait, does that sound better? Is that less like staticky? Alright. Now I kind of want to add that noise suppression thing back in. No, I did. Is it still hissy? It's better? Okay, do I sound worse when I'm talking like this? Is this worse? Because I'm comfortable and this kind of... Alright. Okay. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Ah, yes, the code in chat is there. You guys can code in the chat, code away. Fun. I think you're the only dude here, man. But that's right, I'll keep going. Someone from YouTube said that I wasn't good. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. I've been good, man. How about you? I know I just busy with work and life and kids. The whole stream thing. I mean, all of us fell off. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm still bringing the 80s. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna request a song. I'm gonna request what was his name? What is his name now? Give me a minute. Hold on. I think I know. I think I know. I think that's it. Come on, please. I'm gonna skip this one, just see. Oh yeah, the 80s synthwave game, yeah. No, I ended up making I ended up making hand drawn. You know hand drawn, right? That was that game that I ended up making. That thing that took off. I didn't. Dude, you haven't seen hand drawn yet? Wow, hand drawn, dude, hand drawn. Here, wait. It's it sucks because it's no longer in the store anymore. I never updated it to like the latest SDK, so they took it off. This is hand drawn, dude. Yeah, man. Wait. Well, wait. Hold on a second. I'll just put the video. I'll just put the link of the video in there. If you have an Android, I have the APK for it. So if you did want to play with it on your phone, on an Android, either that or like you could find it online. Yeah, it was getting what was it? It was getting 1,000 unique downloads a day. That was its peak. Was like 1,000 unique downloads. 1,000 people would download it every day. And we watched on the analytics and stuff because we set it all like with Google Analytics, and you could see like the live. Man, it was just so cool to see like it had a lot of traffic. It was really fun. Really fun. Posted on itch.io. You know, I'm not familiar with itch.io that much. I mean, I know of it, but I've never. This is cool. Oh man. Yeah, but all these games are like really awesome. Mine wasn't that great. Here, I'm gonna add. I know I have the link somewhere. Let me see. Let me move this over. Save it somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh, here you go. Here, let's see if I can add this to the. Yeah, man, it was fun. It was definitely fun. Here, I'll just. There. That should work. Yeah, that was my little promo. Here, wait, I'll pause the. Unmute it. Yeah, dude, this thing was so much fun. You know, actually, one of the coolest parts of this thing was going on YouTube and finding other people who enjoyed this and recorded themselves making whatever they wanted to make out of it and seeing what they made was like one of the most. That was the rewarding part of it. And you know, I didn't make any money off of this. This was specifically for my kid. This was for my 6-year-old, who's now 10 years old. But this was for him, and I didn't want to make any money. I mean, of course, you know, I could have put an effort to make money off of it, but I just never did. Wonder if it. Hold on, let me see. Hand-drawn physics. I doubt I'd find it. Let me see. I might find one somewhere. You know, every time I search for it, like on Google, it's like, are you sure? Did you mean hand drawn? We're showing you results for hand drawn. Or you could just search what you originally searched for. So, like, the name of it didn't really work out well either. But, oh well. Anyways, back to my 80s. Let's get rid of all this stuff here. Hold on, wait a second. Okay, that's working. That's working. I know, stupid Google. Alright, where was I now? Oh yeah. Creating this heart mesh thing and then adding it inside of here. So we've done that. Still have a lot to go. But now we've got an instance mesh. So an instance mesh is cool. Instance mesh is, let me bring it up. All right, so, oh, and you know what? I'm gonna add my controls to. Do I have this? Use orbit controls. Sweet. CTX. Actually, I kind of like this. Use orbit controls. Camera element. Return controls. There, at least I should be able to hit. There we go. All right. I'm gonna set my camera though to be, hold on, let's see, front mesh. I could do that, and then I could just say this camera, can I? Yes, I could. Near equals 0.01. We'll do 0.01. Let's see if that makes it better. Kind of. Why is it acting like that? Oh no. Wait, hold on. Oh, I know why. Because I need to update its projection matrix. Update projection matrix. Yay. This camera dot bar equals, we'll just make it, yeah, we'll make it 1000. Okay, there, that should be better. That's just 0.01. There we go. That way the lines, like I can zoom in a good amount until it starts disappearing. See that? Okay. Okay, so the cool thing about this thing is this is an instance mesh, so I can apply. As a matter of fact, here, hold on, let me add in here. Okay, so if I did m equals app.scene.getObject by property, we'll just get it this way. Is mesh. Okay, so m is our heart mesh. And this heart mesh has this geometry, right, which is this circle, but it has this instance matrix, and it's a buffer attribute. The buffer attribute has 16. It's a, like, for every item there's 16 numbers, right, and that's what the transform matrix is for that object. So a transform matrix contains the position, scale, and rotation of the object, right? And so we have an array that's 1,000, you know, because we have 1,000 different items that, you know, its count is 1,000, but it's 16,000. That's the length of it, right? Because there's 16 numbers for every single number, right? That's the item size here. So each one of these represents a matrix, and the matrix represents the position it's going to be in the world. Now, right now, it's as if we're rendering 1,000 of them in one spot, right? So we can change that, and we can say, we'll create like a dummy guy, and I'll show you one in a second. So if we did an object 3D, all right, we're gonna do this because in 3, like an object 3D is helpful in the sense of, like, it has a matrix, it has a world matrix, it has a way for you to compose and decompose the matrix into different vector 3s, like the position and stuff like that. If I did dummy.position, right, I get, like, I can set its position like that. I can set its rotation, like with the Euler angle, rotation here. I can set it as like here, like this is an Euler, right? But I can also say dummy.quaternion. So I can do stuff with this thing, and then after I do all that stuff, it'll update its matrix. So if I did dummy.matrix, I can look at the elements here, right? Simple identity matrix. But if I said dummy.rotate x 0.5, and I look at the numbers, oh, I have to update the matrix, my bad. Update matrix. And then I look at it. You can see that it's modified the matrix. And there's 16 numbers here. So I can modify it, and then I can take the values that I get from the matrix, from this matrix, this transform matrix, and apply it to an attribute that is this instance attribute. So let's say I make a loop for, we'll say for I equals 0, I is less than 1,000, I plus plus. Okay, so inside here we'll say this. We'll say dummy.matrix.fromArray. We're gonna pass in the array buffer, the array that this I'm sorry, this buffer attribute has, right? This instance buffer attribute, m.instance matrix. So I say m.instance matrix dot array. That's the array that we want to copy from, and the offset is going to be I, right? Or should it be I times 16? Hold on a second. It would be I times 16. Yeah, it'd be I times 16. So we can get the value of that's coming back from the instance there, which actually, now that I think about it, we don't really need that because each one of them is just an identity matrix. Let's do this. We'll say dummy dot rotation dot from, it doesn't have random, set from vector 3. Or you know what, let's do this. We'll say v3 equals new 3 dot vector 3, v3 dot random direction, and then we'll say, all right, wait, hold on, let's do that. We'll put it in here. We'll just randomly rotate it. And then we'll say dummy dot rotation dot from set from vector 3. We'll set it from v3. We don't need to pass the order, I don't think. So we modify the rotation, right? And then we can say dummy dot position dot random direction, right? We could do that again. Then we could say dummy dot position dot set scalar, right? Because we're gonna give it some random direction. It's normalized, and then we're gonna like multiply all x, y, z by the same number to give it like a random spot in space, right? And then inside there, we'll just do math.random right there times 3, I guess, right? Yeah. So if we do that, it'll be a random scale between, I guess, 0 and 3. Right, so we update the rotation and the position. We'll just do that for now, right? We'll worry about the scale and stuff later. So then if I did dummy.update matrix there, I should be able to say m.instance matrix dot set component. Wait, let me think here. Value and offset. Instance matrix dot set. Oh no, wait, hold on a second here. Dummy.matrix to array. There we go, that's what it was. Right, and it's gonna be the m.instance matrix dot array. The offset is gonna be I times 16. Oops. I times 16. Okay, so it'll loop 1,000 times, make a random direction, set the rotation from that, set the position to be a random direction, scale it, and then update the matrix, and then set that to be the matrix of the instance matrix, and then we have to apply an update for that. So then if we do m.instance matrix that needs update equals true. Okay, if we do all this, this should work. I'm hoping it works. Let me hit enter. Okay, it kind of worked. Whoa. Wait, hold on a second here. Why is it all... That's bizarre. Oh, and then I have to update... Hold on, m.update bounding box. Oh no, I need to compute the... Yeah, compute bounding box. There we go. there, and then, oh wait, that should work. I don't know, I did something. Why would it do that? Let me think here. Set from vector 3. Position, random direction, set scalar. Wait. Wait. I think, no. I think I know why. Let's try it again. Hold on. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, rotation and stuff. Update matrix. All right, let's do this. We'll say dummy dot matrix dot identity dummy dot matrix dot decompose. Wait, hold on. It needs to do compose, right? No, decompose. Yeah, it's decompose because it's gonna put the matrix values into the position. So if we did dummy dot position, whoops, position, dummy dot quaternion, dummy dot scale, that should reset everything. And then instead of set scalar, we'll do multiply scalar. All right, that'll fix it. That should fix it. Hey, there we go. All right, cool. So it's rendering like one geometry. Man, that culling thing. Let me update that. Let me see if I can. Still doing that. Hold on a second. Why is it still doing that? You know what? Let's do m dot culling question called equals false. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so like I can add 100,000 of them, and it's still one render call, right? So I can modify each one of those. That's the whole idea of making the particles with this. Can you see it or no? Oh, of course you can't. Hold on. There we go. Woo! Okay. So yeah, that's basically what I want to do. Each one of these things will be a heart that'll be just kind of going up. And yeah, I mean, obviously it's not that hard to add that. You know, you just add in this single instance, and you have this buffer attribute that has this array of all of the values, and you update that simultaneously. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. I will be back shortly. I just have to I need something to drink, and I have to go to the bathroom. So I'll be back, guys. Give me about 10 minutes or so. right, let's do this. And we're back. Now it's a party. What else? Wait, hold on a second. I gotta do that so I can switch back and forth, back and forth. Woo! That looks cool. It's trippy. Wait, what if I put it like way up here in the corner? All right. Stop gooping off. I need like another monitor so that I can look at chat. Why is Windows still so dumb with webcams? I don't know, man. What's wrong with your webcam? Still picking at the edges of getting set up. Oh, well, what happened? Actually, you know what? Now that you mentioned that, like, remember I used to have like a really dope overlay, and like if somebody, you know, followed or somebody, you know what I mean? Like I would have like this cool, like, you know what I mean? This animation that I created myself and all of that stuff. It was all running on Flash, you know, like Flash. And I was running it on a system that was like, I had like XP, I think. I still had a way to have Flash on my on like running, and now I can't. I tried. I'm like, no way. There's no way I can get my Flash things running anymore. So that's kaput. That's done. What's up, Jared? Just use OBS as a virtual webcam. It's a good abstraction layer. Flash will still run. Just gotta install some stuff. I don't know, man. I tried, dude. I tried to add all the stuff. I just kind of gave up after a while because it's like, yeah, I might as well just start kind of like, I can make an overlay, you know. I was thinking about actually making one like with WebGL, or, you know, maybe doing something with Unity. I don't know. I still, you know, I still have the code interpreter though. I still got that. You can still write code in my chat. 5 times 7. What's 5 times 7? 35. 35, everyone. All right, you guys want to hear something that like blew my mind? My son, all right, he's 10 years old. He really loves, you know, math and all this stuff. I'm gonna tell you this because this kind of gave me chills, and I don't really know if this is like, I'm still debating on whether or not like he learned this somewhere. But I was putting him to bed one night. This is like a week ago. I was putting him to bed, and he said, "Hey, Dad, you want to hear like a cool math thing that I figured out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And it goes like this: if you take two numbers, this, keep in mind, this is coming from a 10-year-old kid. I'm like still I'm blown away from this. Okay, so if you take two numbers, if you take like 7 plus 8, okay? He said that if you did second number, which is 8, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but if you take the second number, which is 8, and you say 10 minus 8 is 2, right? And then if you did 7 minus 2 is 5, and then you add a 1, 15. So he figured out how to add the numbers by doing that, and I've never ever thought of it that way. And he told me, I'm like, wait a second, hold on. And then I started doing it like different numbers. So now I'm like, okay, wait. So if you did 9 plus 9, right? 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. Add a 1. Oh shit. And it was, I just like what the hell? I could not believe it. That's why I'm like, I still don't believe it. Like, did he learn that from something? Where did he get that from? Was he just messing with the numbers in his head and was like, oh, that's cool. That's like a pattern that I've noticed. And then was able to like run the steps up, you know? I don't get it. But I was just, yeah, man, I was like, I never thought of that.
Making me feel dumb. Wait, is that binary? I never understood binary. I never did. I saw this video though. There was like this. It was like it had all zeros or something like that, right? And you flip over the first one, and it would have 1 0 0 0. And then if you flip it again, it had this little like hook that would come down after it flipped, so that it would grab the next one and flip it. So then it would be 0 1 0 0 0, and then you flip it again, and then it would be 1 0 1 0, like that. It was pretty cool. ADHD brain does that, yeah. Yeah. Super surprised, man. You know, he's really good at knowing where places are. Like you can say, "Hey, where is this country?" and he'll know where it is. And then if you ask him like, "What's to the right of that country?" he'll know what's to the right of that country. Like to the country that's next to that country. Yeah, man. Super proud. Video broadcast, managing my camera, mic, and speaker, and then setting everything using NVIDIA broadcast as a source. I've never thought of that. What are you having problems with? You know, maybe it's the webcam. Could be. I bought my son a web, or I shouldn't say I did. My wife did on Amazon for, you know, some cheap knockoff of Logitech something. That thing didn't last. It lasted like a month, and then it started acting real funny. And it was the camera. It actually, what happened? Oh yeah, Windows. After a while, Windows could no longer detect what kind of thing it was, and it was just an undetected hardware that it found. I break big math into smaller math and then piece it all back together. Found out later that's what algebra is with hieroglyphics. What? 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 Wait, hold on a second. What are you talking about? Hold on a second. I mean, it's so wrong. Google can't even tell. Like, Google's like, what are you trying to. What? The ancient Egyptians used hieroglyphics to represent numbers and letters. They had a base 10. Is that it? No. Egyptian algebra. Hold on. Egyptian algebra. Thanks a lot, Kendall. You know, I was going to be making some heart particles. And here I am reading up on. Oh my god, that screen is bright. Egyptian algebra. Algebra is a development. Huh? Dude, what? Alright, I'll ingest that later. Is my scene switcher still working? Yeah. Yeah, I'll ingest that later. And then now let me write. I wrote all this code to make all these circles, and it's just it's just in memory because I wrote it in the dev console. But at least we know it works. There's a couple things that I have to do with this. So once let's write it all out. Let's here we'll make a function. Export default class. We'll make a getter. That's gonna be a number. And then we'll make it equal, I don't know, 100. Let me see if this is right. That's heart mesh equals this at scene at children 0 is heart mesh. No, but we'll say matrix is a new matrix. That works, I guess. Wait, how do I add? Dummy. What a dummy. I don't need that anymore because I'm just going to refer to the dummy. This is going to be... Wait a second. I guess I could put it in here like that. Why not? And then we'll do that. Wait, can I do that? Wait a second. Hold on. Oh, wait, this is like a... Wait, why is this yelling at me? Why can't I refer to my fucking... There we go. Okay. This that dummy. Set mesh equals new heart mesh. Sub mesh. Wait. Let's just call this heart mesh. I'm saying it right here. Oh wait. Wait. Oh my god. There we go. Alright, hold on a second. Add the mesh. There's my mesh. But now we're gonna scatter it. Scatter. Alright, so we'll say heart mesh count. Yeah, that actually works. Okay, so we'll say dummy dot position dot random direction dot multiply scalar size. Yep. Matrix dot from rotation. No. This dot dummy dot quaternion dot random. Actually, should I do that? Here, we'll say dummy dot rotation rotation from axis. Rotation from Be nice if it had a random on the goddamn Euler thing. Or I'll just do quaternion.random. Why not? Okay. So if I do that, I multiply it by that, I set the random rotation of it. And then I say this dot dummy dot update matrix. Ah, damn it. update matrix, and then I'll say this dot dummy dot matrix dot to array, and it's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be it. And then after it does all that stuff, then it needs to update. And actually, when we do that, we'll say, hold on a second here. Actually, let's go here. Let's do this dot geometry dot compute bounding box through this dot geometry dot compute bounding sphere. And then if I go here, all right. So I have the heart app. I can say, let me see if I did app.scatter. Does that work? Oh shit. Heart mesh compute bounding box is not a function. Heart mesh, but that's an instance mesh. Hold on a second here. App.mesh. Isn't that supposed to be like a, I guess not. App.mesh dot bounding box compute. It has compute bounding box right there. Heart mesh dot compute bounding box is not a function. What? What are you talking about? Hold on a second here. Heart mesh. Oh, I know why. I know why, because it needs to be this time. There. Okay, that should work. Let's try it now. App.scatter. Hey, check it out. Why are they so small though? And also, why are they like the perfect size of a circle? App.scatter. Why are they so small? Alright, let's go back to this. Heart mesh, is this that mesh? Just that dummy that position. That random direction, that multiply scalar size. I don't think that's gonna work. Here, wait. Rotation, that set. Here, that works. Alright, so if I did scatter again, it still didn't do it. And why are they all the same length? I'm doing a random one, aren't I? Oh. Okay, that'll fix it. There we go. Hooray. let's add that in. There. Bullseeds. Okay, so now does this have an update? Hold on a second here. Yeah, let's just see what that does. Okay, so it does automatically. Hold on, let's see. All right, so it does have an update function. I'm being summoned again. I'm being summoned again, guys. Kendall, when are you gonna stream, man? Oh, a long lost brother. What I'm making? I'm trying to make some particles. So I'm using this instance mesh thing. I'm using this instance mesh so that I can take one object, which is a sphere, and then like draw it all at the same time, but in many different places, right? It's the same geometry, but in a bunch of spots. It's the same thing as like an instance in Blender. Hey, by the way, Kendall, I learned Blender a lot. I learned a lot of Blender. Blender. Do you have Blender 4, by the way? Because oh, wait, actually, let me open my project. Let me open my yeah, because this is all going to be like coming from a Blender. Show you my cool Blender project. And I got to put the kids to bed in a second, so you know, are you going to stream, dude? Because I'm going to host you if you are. Yes, yeah, I'm a Blender. I'm going to be asking you so many questions. But yeah, so I love Blender now. I'm in love with Blender. Alright, so... Oh, and I'm gonna have to use this to make a heart. But yeah, dude, I love Blender, man. I know I mess with the geometry nodes, the what are these called? I mean, these are nodes, but they're like the material nodes. Is this a material node considered? There's geometry nodes. Dude, you're scared? Don't be scared. What's gonna happen? Hey, do you like this feature? I really like this feature. The only problem is that I guess it depends on like some of the shapes that I'm working with. But like this one, for example. So if I move this cube up, right? So oh, there's two of them. What the hell? Okay, so if I move this cube, right? That's great and all. I can, you know, snap it. I can change the snapping to be like on a surface, which is fine. But then they added this B thing, so now I can like select an edge like that one. Hold on. If I see, it's I don't know, it's kind of wonky. So if I select like that corner there, now I can snap it, and it's really it's like really it's nice. Like it snaps. Now it's perfectly adjusted there. It's all right. It's all right. That and the whole like I can move something, but at the same time, if I did like what is it? Is it control? No, it's no. Hold on. It's like alt. Yeah, yeah. You hold alt and you can like okay, yeah, I'm moving it, and then I can oh shh. I don't know. That one's kind of weird. Use the shit out of Snap. Yeah, dude, please, can you stream in? Because I need to ask you some stuff. I need to ask you some things. You know, it took me forever to figure out what compositing did. The whole view layers and stuff, I don't really understand. Like okay, this is a view layer. A scene can be a view layer. You can have multiple view layers. Like I can make a new one that uses the same stuff from a scene. Like, is that how it works? I don't know that stuff. You'll have to show me that. All right. I think, man. All right. If you're not gonna stream, I'm just gonna have to go on break because I gotta put my kids to sleep. But sorry. It's hard, man. It's hard having kids. Give me about 20 more minutes and I'll be back. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See you in a little bit. Alright. I'm back. Someone wanting to help with Blender makes me feel like a retired hero being called back to the fight. Have you seen that commercial? Well, no, it's not a commercial. It's like something I saw, like, you know, flipping through Facebook or whatever. But it shows like a guy, you know, he's in like my age. He's having trouble trying to balance his bed or something like that, and he needs a piece, or he needs help. And his dad like comes to the rescue. You know, because dads know best, right? Which is so funny because he comes in with his toolkit and stuff. Like he transforms and he has this belt, like this dad belt of all the stuff that you can fix. It was awesome. I hope that's me one day. I want to request my hacker song. All right, hopefully that works. Skip song. Okay. All right, so I don't need to mess with Blender now. Let's go back to the code. Back to the code. All right, so just added a simple thing. I will remove this. We'll add a little thing here to do. Remove this. Just messing around. Just messing around. Let's update the another rotation. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what that'll do. Let me add this back on. Okay, still working. Add this guy. Okay. Well, we're like rotating the thing. We're rotating the whole. Actually, you know what? We could put it in here. The whole tick thing, because this is the mesh. As a matter of fact, yeah, this is actually probably the best place to do it. Let's add a function called tick. Huh. Let's do that, yeah. Alright. So we'll say this dot tick. This dot tick. Ah, come on, man. I need to jam to this song. I love this song. That. There's another function I added the other day. So, you know, we were looping through the attributes, the buffer attributes. And I did all this stuff. Yeah, you see here where we're applying it to this instance matrix array. All right, m equals there. Okay. So if you looked at this instance matrix, it's a buffer attribute. A buffer attribute is just how to explain it. So when you have a mesh has geometry and it has a material. Inside the geometry are, I mean, at least in the geometry you have positions of vertices, right? Points in space. So whether or not these points are like connected to each other or not, you could just have points. So in a geometry, the geometry has the points. So where are the points? The points are located inside a buffer attribute called position. So I have this mesh. I have a geometry in this mesh. Inside the geometry, I have attributes, and inside there, I have one called position. This geometry is made out of a certain number of points. It's made out of 36 points, okay? So you see in here, I've got an array that has 108 values in it. So why is that? Well, it's because you have 36 objects, and every object has a position X, a position Y, and a position Z. So if you were to multiply 36 times 3, you should get 108. Okay? So for three.js, you have these buffer attributes, and it has in there a count, which is the amount of items there are, and then item size, the amount that each item takes up. And then the array is where all that raw data goes in. Okay? So every attribute is like this. And for an instance mesh, it has its own instance mesh on here, or instance matrix, and it is a buffer attribute, right? Now this one here, this position here, it's a size of 3, but this one here, it's a size of 16. It's because it's a matrix 4. So the first 16 numbers here represent the first object that's going to be instanced. So every time I step through this, we want to loop through these things. So looping through a buffer attribute, it's basically like, okay, find the buffer attribute. Here's the count. That's how many items there are. So when you loop through this thing, that's the amount of times you're going to loop through. And this is kind of like the step, right? Each one that you're looping through, you're indexing it at that level multiplied by the size of it. So I made this function that, where is it? Dev.loop. Do I have it in here? Loop through buffer attribute. See that? Dev.loop through buffer attribute. So I made this function where you pass in the attribute, instance matrix, right? And then the callback is, I have to see what I did for the callback. Hold on. Loop through buffer attribute. The callback is going to be, like, what do I pass the callback in? Callback, chunk, type of attribute, index, stride. Oh, I see. Hold on a second here. Let me make sure. Oh, I see it. I see. Okay, so I would just do this. I would say dev.loop through buffer attribute. I'm going to pass in m.instance matrix. And then in my callback, I'm going to say let me see here. If I return back, well, let's try it out. Let's try it. First one would be X, wouldn't it? don't know if this will work or not. I did m.instance matrix that. Actually, wait, do I do that in here? No, I don't. Okay, so needs update equals true. Alright, should be able to loop to this and randomize the positions of all these guys here. Hopefully it works. No, it doesn't work at all. What if I return chunk? You know, actually, I mean, this kind of works. So the index time to stride, if I did something like, wait. Value and offset. Man, this still makes it hard. Hold on. Okay, so if I made that and then I did wait, that'll just make the matrix a rotation matrix. I don't even know what this will do, but if I did that, offset will be I times S0. I think it'll work. Nope. Chunk 0. Why? Alright, man, forget it. I'm not even gonna try and worry about it. Nope. I'm not gonna try and do it here. That loop thing, oh god, it's gonna bother me now. Loop through. Come on, find it. Loop through buffer attribute, come on. Oh, come on. There, thank you. I need to put like a little example in here. Where else am I using? Am I using this anywhere? Well, I'm using, no, I'm not. Let me think, how could I write this? Life management app. I mean, they're not particles yet. They're not particles yet. You know, it'd be nice if I could figure out how to do it on the GPU. I mean, I can do it on the GPU, but only with like just points, like pixels, not entire transformations. I want to rewrite this. Like, yeah, this doesn't make sense, man. I'm gonna pass ride back. That makes sense. I want to make better use of this. So if I loop through a buffer attribute, all I need to do is like, I don't know. Hold on, let me think there. It's like a buffer attribute could be like a collection of vector 3s or vector 2s or matrix 4s or whatever. So it's like I can't provide like a static type of something. Like I can't make it always a matrix 4. I can't make it, I have to make it so that it's whatever you pass into it. And the chunk is supposed to like copy from let's do that. Hey, does anybody know what copy within? Returns the this object after copying a section of the array identified by start and end to the same array starting at position target. Let's try that actually. Let's do that, actually, wait. Chunked array equals array. We'll say new. Wait, how would I make... that work? Man, is that gonna work? Not really working out. All right. Chunk array. What the hell? Wait, now this is yelling at me now? Callback is declared, but his value is never read. Oh, yeah, okay. There, that works. Why isn't it? Whatever. Set. Set? Or what about copy within? Why is the target 0? Copy within. Oh, okay. Maybe, yeah, alright. Oh wait, hold on. So if we did do it could be no, instead of it doing void, let's I'm thinking here. I need to test something. Hold on. EA equals new 3.buffer attribute. Wait, do I pass in a... It's not gonna work. This array that set value offset is 0. All right, so what if I just pass in? Well, here, let's do this. Chunk test equals new float 32 array. We'll call it 10. Chunk test dot for each. Chunk test. Chunk test I equals math out. There. Okay. So chunk test is going to be a okay. So if I did ba.set and I passed chunk test because I'm passing it as an entire array and I give it like, I don't know, 13, then that should change it so that I think that works. Yeah, it works. So you can pass in a single array and it'll set that array, it'll set it in the location that you put it in for any buffer attribute. So if I return back an array, right, I can say const val equals that, right? It's going to either be void, no, it's going to be alright, then we can say if val and array.isArray val let me think here. Attribute dot set value val, and then it's going to be index. Let me comment this. Alright, so if we return callback return the value, we set it back into the array. Right? I'm just going to put that there. We can return the attribute too. Alright, let's try that out. So if I did dev.loop through buffer attribute. Alright, so I'm going to be passing the chunk in. Don't need that. So say chunk 0 plus equals 5, and then we'll return the chunk. If we return its own chunk, right, like it should apply that to the actual thing. That's all I should have to do. That is not defined. Oh shit. Whoops, hold on. Let's try that again. And m has to equal something. Nope. M equals app.scene.get is mesh true. So if we loop through m.instance matrix chunk in str chunk 0 plus equals 5, so the x of every chunk should shift over. I should be able to see that. Chunked array.set is not a function. What? Let me think here. Wait, what? This is not, I'm not doing, maybe that's why. Alright, chunk. Cannot find name chunk. Copy the array given here, which can be a normal array or typed array, into an array. Alright, maybe that'll work. Oh shit, maybe it did. Hold on, let me see. Look like much. Point one's fixed. Alright, it's still not working. Damn it. Why is this working? There's a chunk array.set. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. Why the fuck is it working? Chunk 0 plus equals 50. And then it logs it. I want it to log. Return chunk. See, like that should update. Like all of these should be updated. They should all be updated. Why is this not working? What if I did this? Oh god. Okay, that did something. Whoa. That's cool, actually. That's kind of cool. Alright. So I guess I got it to work, but I have to return a new set of them. Let me think for a minute here. Wait, chunk. That's set. Yeah, damn it. Wait. Okay, so if I did that. Okay, let's do this. We'll say dummy d dot matrix and then if I returned d dot matrix dot at d dot matrix dot elements. Let's see if that works. Oh my god, it works. It works. Holy shit, it works. It's weird that it's all like. Let me do. That works better actually. Okay, so that looping thing works as long as I return back. As long as I return back an array that's not the original chunk, then it'll work. You know what? Actually, this will look cool. Watch this. App.scene.on before render equals. And then we'll just plug that in there. Alright, watch. It's actually pretty. That's crazy for how many there are. Yeah, I could probably put a warp speed effect. I want to request a song. Oh, let me think of a song. I already requested this, but that's okay. I'm gonna skip this song, it's getting old. What's the next one? Geez, 10:46 already. How long have I been streaming? I don't think I have my uptime thing. Let me see. Two hours and 50 minutes. Not that bad. Not that bad at all. Alright. Did you figure your stuff out, dude? I think I'm gonna pass it on. I'm gonna pass the torch on because I need to think a little bit. I don't see you streaming. Alright. I'm gonna host somebody even though I have like 2 viewers. Are you streaming for real? Where are you? Alright, I'm invading Invader Kendall. I'm just gonna like raid you even though... Ah, good. It's not showing up on my little thing here. Not showing up, man. Alright. I can't remember how to do this. Host? Is it host? Well, I see raid. I don't see host anymore. Did they take that out? Alright, well. I don't know if this will work, but if it does, it's been fun. It's been real. I'll talk to you guys soon. You're gonna go and check out my buddy Invader Kendall, who I hope is doing some Blender stuff so I can bother the shit out of him. You guys have a good night. I'll be on later. Take care. Alright, let's hope this works. Oh, 2 viewers are ready to raid. Okay. 2 viewers ready to raid. Okay, ready? Let's go.